Shri Akal. Hello students, welcome to the channel Maths Education. In this video, we will study about the trigonometrical ratios of standard angles and how to write the values of T ratios of standard angles, because the values of T ratios of standard angles are very important in solving problems of trigonometry, right? So in the first exercise we have find the values of T ratios, the 6 T ratios, namely sine of an angle, cosine of an angle, tangent, cotangent, secant and cosecant. These 6 T ratios are defined for an acute angles of a right angle triangle, right? But the value of that acute angle is not given. We have just find the values of T ratios by the ratio of the lengths of the sides of a right angle triangle. Means which two sides are taken for the sine of an angle, and that side are perpendicular and hypotenuse. So the opposite side to the angle, which is our angle of reference, so that side, the opposite side, is known as perpendicular, and the longest side of a right angle triangle is known as the hypotenuse. Similarly, the cosine of angle, the two sides are base and the hypotenuse. For the cos, the base is the side adjacent to an acute angle and the hypotenuse is the longest side. And the tangent, you know, that is the ratio between the lengths of perpendicular and base, right? And similarly, we have find the reciprocal of these three T ratios, sine of an angle, cosine of angle and tangent of an angle, right? So the reciprocal of these values are, you know, that is a cotangent, for it's a reciprocal of tangent, secant is the reciprocal of cos, and cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So we have find the values, because in that questions we have given the two sides or we have given the three sides, and we have find the values of T ratios very easily. If the two sides are given, we have find the third side with the help of Pythagoras theorem. If one of the T ratios is given, then we can easily find the remaining T ratios from that given values, right? But here we will define the T ratios of standard angles, right? So these standard angles are, the angles are here, the angles generally, that is 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. So these are the important angles. As we know that the angle value ranges from 0 to 360 degree, right? But here we will define the 5 standard angles and their T ratios values, right? And the T ratio values. What are the values of T ratios for this angle? In the last exercise, the value of angle is not given. So we will see the values of T ratios for these 5 standard angles, because these angles are very important, which are used in solving the trigonometric problems. So it is important to remember the values of these T ratios to do quick calculations, right? And these values you will use in the next exercise. The values of these T ratios for these angles will use in the next exercise and also in the application of trigonometry, right? We also know that the values of these T ratios are meaningful when they are associated with some angle. We cannot imagine any T ratio without an angle, right? So the value of trigonometry ratios for these standard angles are very important, right? First, let us look at the table of trigonometric ratios of standard angles. So this is a table. This is table of T ratios. So in this table you can see the values of 6 T ratios for different angles. So value of sine for different angles, value of cosine for different angles, value of the tangent of an angle for different angles. So these are the values of T ratios for these standard angles. And this table helps to provide the values of T ratios of these standard angles, right? So these values are very important and the T ratios are also very important, right? So you can use these values in the exercise 8.2 or in the next chapter, that is the application of trigonometry. So first let us see how the values of T ratios are determined for these standard angles, right? First, let us see how the values are determined for angle 30 degrees, for angles 30 degree and 60 degree. So let's start with the values of T ratios of an angle 30 degree and 60 degree, right? Trigonometric ratios of standard angles, that angles first we take 30 degree and 60 degree. So we will find the T ratios of these angles. So for these angles, here I am taking, let ABC, this triangle ABC be an equilateral triangle. So let us consider a triangle that is an equilateral triangle having all sides equal, right? And the length of the sides, let us take, let A be the length of the sides of an equilateral triangle, right? And each angle, you know that each angle, since each angle of an equilateral triangle is 60 degree, so all three angles are equal, right? And each angle is 60 degree, right? So you know that the trigonometry ratios are mainly deals with the right angle triangle. So from this vertex A of the triangle, we draw a perpendicular to its opposite side, right? So here draw perpendicular, that is AM, to its opposite side, that is BC, right? So you can write this, let ABC be an equilateral triangle right, with side A, right, and draw, that is AM perpendicular to BC, the opposite side of vertex A, right? So you see, when you draw the perpendicular from A to its opposite side BC, it bisects the BC at M, means the point BC bisects BC into two equal parts, and you can write this BM, that is half of BC, So BC is the length of the side of an equilateral triangle, that is A. So this length BM is equal to A by 2, means the half of the side of an equilateral triangle, right? So we can find the value of T ratios for these two angles. So when you draw this perpendicular, you see this perpendicular bisector divides the area of an equilateral triangle into two these triangles that are right angle triangles, right? And both these triangles have same area, because these two triangles are congruent triangles, right? You can see these two, or you can prove that these two triangles are congruent. How you can prove it? See, if I take triangle AMB and AMC, the hypotenuse of this triangle is equal to the hypotenuse of this triangle. AM side, that is common to both the triangles, right? And this angle 90 degree, the angle AMB and angle AMC, the angles are equal. So by RHS criteria, these two triangles are congruent, and by CPCT you can prove this angle BAM or MAC. BAM or MAC, these two angles are also equal by CPCT, or you can find these angles with the help of angle sum property, right? So you know this angle is 90 degree, this angle is 60 degree. So the rest of the two angles, these angles, this angle and this angle, that is 30 degree each, right? So these are the angles whose have value 30 degree, right? And you see this AM is the perpendicular bisector of BC, and it is also the angular bisector of angle A. So AM is also the angular bisector of angle A, because these two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. The complete angle is 60 degree, that is the angle of an equal two triangles, right? So you can find the T ratios values of this 30 degree and 60 degree from either of the two triangles, right? So either you can take this triangle AMB or you can take this triangle AMC. So one of the triangle you can take and find the values of T ratios. So let us take the triangle AMB. So in triangle AMB, right? So this angle AMB, that is 90 degree, right? So this is our right angle triangle, and in this right angle triangle the side is this, you see this BM is A by 2, because this M bisected, MC is also A by 2. So this is the length of BM and MC, right? So these are the lengths of BM and MC. Clear? So in triangle AMB, the longest side is AB, that's AB square, because the two sides are known and the third side is not known. So first we find the third side with the help of Pythagoras theorem. So AB square, that is the longest side square, is the sum of the square of the remaining two sides, that is AM square plus BM square. Because for T ratios the three sides should be known. So AB is A, so it becomes A square. AM value is unknown, AM square as it is, plus BM. BM is the half of the side BC, that is A by 2. So here square is there. So denominator square is A square, numerator square is A square, and denominator square is 4, right? It implies you can find the value of AM square, that is transpose this term to left hand side. So this is A square minus A square by 4. By taking LCM you get the value, that is 3A square by 4. It implies what is the value of AM? Taking the square root of this value, this is 3A square by 4. So what is the square root of 3? As it is, you can write it. Square root of 4, that is 2, and square root of A square, that is A. So this is the length of the third side, that is the common side to both the right angle triangles, right? So the length of this side is, that is, you can write here, this is root 3 by 2 into A. So this is the length of the third side, right? And the three sides are known. Now we can easily find the T ratios for these two angles, that is 30 degree and 60 degree, right? So you can determine the values of these standard angles from these two triangles easily. You can take one of the triangle, right? Either you can take this triangle AMB or you can take the triangle AMC. From both the triangles you will get the same values of these T ratios for these standard angles. So let's start with the values of T ratios for angle 30 degree and 60 degree, right? So let's start with values. First I take a value of sine 30 degree. Sine 30 degree from triangle AMB. So you can write here in triangle AMB, right? So sine 30 degree. Sine 30 degree, sine of an angle, that is the ratio between the lengths of perpendicular and hypotenuse. So see the angle 30 degree, that is the sine 30 degree, which is our angle of reference. This angle, the side opposite to this angle is BM, and this BM is perpendicular for sine, right? So you can write this BM upon the longer side, that is AB, right? So what is the value of BM? The BM value, that is A by 2, the side of this right angle triangle, and AB is the longer side, that is A. So A cancels out with A, the value is 1 by 2. So this is the value of T ratio for sine of angle, that is 30 degree, right? And next is the value, that is cos 30 degree. So it is a ratio between the lengths of base and hypotenuse. So for this angle 30 degree, so AM is the base for angle 30 degree and AB is the longest side. AB is the longest side, that is the hypotenuse. Perpendicular by hypotenuse, base by hypotenuse. So what is the base value? So base here we have find, that is AM with the help of Pythagoras theorem. So you can put the value of base, that is root 3 by 2 into A upon AB is A, because it's the side of an equal triangle. So A cancels out with A, so the value is root 3 by 2. So this is the value of cos 30 degree. Now next T ratio, that is tangent of an angle, and angle is 30 degree, because the T ratios are meaningful when they are associated with angles, like so 30 degree, for 30 degree, tan 30 degree, you know the tan 30 is the ratio of perpendicular and base. So perpendicular for 30 degree, the opposite side, that is BM upon AM, the base. So you can find this value is BM. BM is what value? That is A by 2. What is the value of BM? That is A by 2, half of side, and AM that we have find with the help of Pythagoras theorem is 3 by 2 into A. So here 2 cancel out with 2, A cancel out with A, so the value is 1 by root 3. So this is the value of T ratio for tangent of an angle, that is 30 degree, right? Or you can find the value of tan 30 degree by dividing the value of sine 30 degree with the value of cos 30 degree, right? So actually the tan 30 degree is the quotient of the values of sine 30 degree and cos 30 degree. So when you divide these two values, you will get the value of tan 30 degree, because here the 2 cancel out with 2, so the value is 1 by root 3. So tan of an angle is the value of sine over cos. So similarly you can find the value of their reciprocals also. So tan 30 degree, so what is the reciprocal of tan 30 degree? That is cotangent of an angle. Cotangent. You know the cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. Firstly write the reciprocal of tangent. So this is the reciprocal of tangent, or the value of cos 30 degree divided by the value of sin 30 degree. So when you take the reciprocal of tan 30 degree, that is root 3 upon 1. So this is the value of cotangent 30 degree, right? And next is the secant 30 degree. Secant is the reciprocal of which t ratio? That is cos. So here you can write 1 by cos 30 degree. So cos 30 degree, here the value of cos 30 degree is base by hypotenuse, right? Base by hypotenuse, and the value of secant 30 degree is the hypotenuse by base over the reciprocal of cos 30 degree. So value is under root 3 by 2, so it will become 2 by root 3. So this is the value of secant 30 degree. Last t ratio, that is cosecant 30 degree. You know cosecant is the reciprocal of which t ratio? That is sine. So what is the value of sine 30 degree? That is perpendicular by hypotenuse. The value is 1 by 2. So you directly take the reciprocal of this value, that is 2 by 1. So these are the values of angle 30 degree, right? 30 degree, that's the values of t ratios of angle 30 degree, right? So you can see the values of t ratio for this angle. Similarly, you can find the value of for angle 60 degree. So you can find the value, that is first find the value of sine 60 degree. Now your angle of reference is 60 degree. Just change the positions of perpendicular and base. So for sine 60 degree, the opposite side is now AM, right? So this is again perpendicular by hypotenuse. So opposite side for angle 60, that is AM, upon hypotenuse, that remains same, that is AB, right? So AM is here root 3 by 2, which we have find with the help of Pythagoras theorem, the third side of right angle triangle, into A upon over the AB is A. So cancel out A, the value is root 3 by 2. So this is the value of sine 60 degree. Simply you can find the value of cos 60 degree. Cos 60 degree, ratio of base by hypotenuse. So base for sine 60 is the adjacent side of this right angle triangle A and B. So the adjacent side is BM, and hypotenuse, that is AB. No change. AM here is A by 2. And what is the value of A? Sorry, what is the value of hypotenuse? That is A. So this will become 1 by 2. So this is the value of cosine of angle 60 degree, right? And next is tangent. Tangent is a ratio between perpendicular and base. For tangent 60, the opposite side perpendicular, at the side base. So this ratio, now it is clear to you, that is AM upon BM, perpendicular by base, perpendicular AM, base BM. So perpendicular is root 3 by 2 into A upon BM is A by 2. So here you can cancel out A with A, 2 with 2, the rest is root 3. So it is the value, root 3 is the value of tangent 60 degree. Now you can easily find the value of the reciprocals. First find the reciprocal of tangent 60 degree, that is cotangent of an angle, right? Cotangent 60 degree. What's the cotangent 60 degree? That is the reciprocal of tangent. So 1 by tangent 60 degree. So tangent 60 degree, you have find the value, that is root 3. Take its reciprocal. So what is the reciprocal of root 3? That is 1 by root 3. So this is the reciprocal of tangent of an angle right? 60 degree. And next is the reciprocal of cos, that is secant one, secant of angle, that is angle is same, and secant 60 degree is 1 by cos 60 degree. So you know the value of cos 60 degree, base by hypotenuse, that is 1 by 2. Now you can calculate the value, that is 2 by 1. So this is the value of T ratio for an angle 60 degree. Again, last, the cosecant, and cosecant is the reciprocal between T ratio, that is sine of an angle, that is 1 by sine 60 degree. So the value of sine 60 degree here is root 3 by 2, perpendicular by hypotenuse. So this value become 2 by root 3. So these are the values of standard angles. These are the values of T ratios for these standard angles 30 degree and 60 degree. Right. So the value of 30 degree is 1 by 2, cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2, tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3, and similarly the values of their reciprocals and sine 60 degree and the rest of the 5 T ratios for angle 60 degree. Right. So these are the values of T ratios. Let us move to the values of 45 degree, the T ratios of an angle 45 degree. How the values of T ratios are determined for angle 45 degree, right? How the values of T ratios are determined for angle 45 degree, right? Now the trigonometry ratios of angle 45 degree. After that we will find the values of 0 and 90 degree also. So for this angle, consider a right angle triangle. Consider a right angle triangle. Let's take this triangle ABC. Consider right angle triangle which is right angle at B. Right. So ABC right angle triangle. Right triangle. And angle B, that is 90 degree. So angle B is 90 degree. Right. If one of the acute angles, see the acute angles, is 45 degree. If one of the acute angle of this side triangle is 45 degree, then the other angle is also 45 degree, right? If I take this angle C, if I take this angle C, that is 45 degree, it implies the angle A is also 45 degree, right? So when these two angles are equal, their opposite sides are also equal. So you can say this AB is equal to BC because the side opposite to equal angles are equal. Here we are considering a right angle triangle. If one angle is 45 degree, because we are defining T ratios for angle 45 degree, so I am taking here my acute angle 45 degree and the rest of the acute angle is also 45 degree. And when these two angles are equal, the sides are also equals. So AB is equal to BC. Means thus this triangle is also an isosceles triangle, right? This triangle a right angle triangle to have, but this is also an isosceles triangle. So these two sides are equal. Let these two sides, that AB, that is equal to BC, BA. Means the length of the side of this triangle, that these two sides BA. So this is the side of BC, this side of AB. Both these sides are equal and the length of these two sides are also equal, right? So this is the side length, that is A. Now we have to find the T ratios for 45 degree, because in the 60 ratios sometimes you see that in the sine T ratio you need the hypotenuse, right, and perpendicular. and in cos you need base and hypotenuse. So first find the third side, because once the three sides are known, you can find the T ratios of angle 45 degree very easily. So first find the third side, right? So for third side, you using the Pythagoras theorem, right? The Pythagoras theorems are used to find the third side, the remaining side. This remaining side is AC, that's unknown, because these two sides are equal, having length A. So you can find the third side with the help of Pythagoras theorem, that is AC square. Sum of the squares of the remaining two sides, that is AB square plus BC square. So this is the Pythagoras theorem. So AC value we have to find. You can write it as it is, and AB is the length, that is A square, plus BC is also A, that is A square. So you can find the value of AC, that is the square root of A square plus A square, that is 2A square. Square of root of 2 is written as it is, and A square का square root जो होगा, that is A. So this is the length of the third side, that is the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle, that is ABC. So you can write this length, that is root 2 into A. So the three sides are known. Now you can easily find the values of T ratios for angle 45 degree, right? So for 45 degree, start with first T ratio, that is sine of an angle, sine 45 degree. So sine 45 degree, angle of reference 45 degree. You can take either of these angles 45, both these two angles are equal. Either you can take angle C as your 45 or angle A as your 45. So here I am taking the angle C, and for this angle C, the side AB is the opposite side, and that is perpendicular. So this is AB by AC. So AB is A and AC is what? That is root 2 into A. So A cancels out with A, the value is 1 by root 2. So this is the value of sine of angle, that is 45 degree, right? So you can take the value of cos 45 degree, the second T ratio. So for this angle 45 degree, the side AB is perpendicular and BC is base. Now the BC upon hypotenuse, that is BC upon AC. So what is the value of BC? The side of triangle, that is A, and the hypotenuse is same, that is root 2A. So 2 cancel out, so A cancel out with A, so it will become root 2. So 1 by root 2 is the value of cos 45 degree. So tangent of angle, tangent is the ratio between perpendicular and base. For angle 45 degree, perpendicular and base are equal. So you can write this AB by BC. So AB value is A, length of side of triangle, and BC is also A, so the value is 1. So the value is 1. So you can also find the values of their reciprocals. So cot 45 degree is a reciprocal of tangent of 45 degree. So take the reciprocal of 1. Reciprocal of 1 is always 1, right? So this is the cotangent of 45 degree. Now next value is secant 45 degree. Secant 45 degree, that is the reciprocal of cos 45 degree. So you can write the value 1 by cos 45 degree. So what is the value of cos 45 degree? 1 by root 2, take its reciprocal, so get the value, that is root 2 by 1, right? And the last value, that is the cosecant 45 degree. that is 1 by sine 45 degree. So value of sine 45 degree 1 by root 2. Again take the value reciprocal, that is root 2 by 1. Root 2 by 1. So these are the values of T ratios of angle 45 degree, right? So these are the values. So in this way you can find the values, but you have to remember only the values. The proof is not coming in your exam. So you have to remember, you have to memorize the values of the T ratios for these angles. And how to remember, after finding the values of 0 and 90 degree, we will see how to write the values of these T ratios in tabular form and how to memorize the values. So there is a trick for these values to remember. So after finding the values of 0 and 90 degree, we will write a table for all these values of T ratios. Let us see the values of 0 and 90 degree, how the values of T ratios are determined for angle 0 and 90 degree, right? So T ratios of angle 0 degree and 90 degree. So for this, again consider a right angle triangle. This is right angle triangle. Let ABC be a right angle triangle with angle B as 90 degree. With angle B as 90 degree. And A and C are its acute angles. So for this acute angle, let us take an acute angle, that is angle C. So what is the value of sine C? The value of sine C is perpendicular by hypotenuse. This is my angle of reference. So this will become AB upon the longer side, that is hypotenuse upon AC. So for the values of 0 and 90 degree, the T ratio values. See here, in this, here the angle C has some value. If I bring this A near to B, as we bring A near to B, so what will happen if I bring, so if I draw this line, this line, this line, so as we bring A near to B, the side length of AB becomes very small. When A coincides with B, then the angle C at that time is equal to 0 degree, because the angle starts decreasing. And when A coincides with B, this length AC overlaps with BC, means the length of BC is equal to the length of AC, and the length of ABC is 0 when A coincides with B. In that case, the length of AB is 0 and the angle C becomes 0 degree, right? So when A coincides with B, right? So you can write when A coincides with B, or as we bring A near to B, so this length becomes smaller. So at that time, angle C is equal to 0 degree. Angle C is equal to 0 degree because angles start decreasing. And you see the length of AB is 0 because the 2 points coincides, and the length of AC, that is equal to the length of BC. Length of AC is equal to length of BC. Now you can put the values here. You can see the values, that is sine of 0 degree. Sine 0 degree. What is sine 0 degree? So sine 0 degree, you see the length AB, that is 0. Length AC, you can write length AC as it is. So the value of 0 by something, that is 0. Right, so this is the value of sine 0 degree. Similarly, you can find the value of cos 0 degree. Cos, you know, that is what is the ratio of, cos of angle 0. Or you can write first the cos of angle. You can define this cos of angle C also. Cos C is what? That is base by hypotenuse, so it is BC upon AC. Right. So for this, you can find the value of cos 0 degree. Cos 0 degree. Cos 0 degree, that is a ratio between base and hypotenuse. So for this cos 0, BC value, a value of BC, that is value of AC, so you can write BC as it is, or you can put the value, you can write a value of AC that is equal to BC, so the value is 1, because the two lengths are equal when A coincides with B. So this is cos 0 degree, right? So you can find the value of tangent 0 degree. So tangent 0 degree, you know, the tangent is the ratio of the sine value with the value of cos. So here you can write this is the sine 0 degree over cos 0 degree, right? So just divide the value. So value of sine 0 is 0 and value of cos is 1, so the value is 0. So tangent 0 is 0. Similarly, you can find the value of their reciprocals. So for reciprocal of, that is cosecant 0, cosecant 0, just take the reciprocal. So what is the reciprocal of 0? That is 1 by 0. So division of any non-zero number by 0 is not defined. So this number is not defined. This T ratio is not defined for angle 0 degree. Right. And secant 0 degree. What's the value of secant? Take the reciprocal of 1. The reciprocal of 1 is 1. Right. And similarly, you can find the reciprocal of tangent, that is cotangent of 0 degree. Take the reciprocal of 0, that is 0 by, sorry, it is 1 by 0. So reciprocal of 0, 1 by 0, it is not defined. It is not defined. Right. So these are the values of T ratios for angle 0 degree. For the values of T ratio of 90 degree, again consider a right angle triangle. Here ABC. Right. So in this case, this is right angle triangle. As we bring C closer to B, as C approaches to B, here I am drawing. So C. As C approaches B, right, the angle C becomes maximum. So a angle starts increasing. When C coincides with B, then at that time the angle C will become 90 degree and angle A becomes 0 degree, right? So as C approaches to B, right, at that time the angle C will become 90 degree because the angle starts increasing as C approaches B, and the value of angle A, that is 0 degree. Value of A is 0 degree, right? And the length BC, because C coincides with B, the length BC is also 0, and the side AC becomes equal to AB. So AC is equal to AB. So when C approaches B. Now you can find the value of sine 90 degree easily. So first find the value of sine 90 degree. What's the value of sine 90 degree? That is sine C. Here you can take the angle C. Sine, firstly the C is the angle, but as it approaches to B, this C will become 90 degrees. So sine 90 degree. So sine 90 degrees are perpendicular by hypotenuse. So for this perpendicular is what? Perpendicular is what? That perpendicular is AB. Right. And the hypotenuse, when C approaches B, the hypotenuse is also equal to the perpendicular because this length vanishes. So AB upon AB you can write, because AC is equal to AB. So the value of sine 90 degree is 1. Right. So this is the value of sine 90 degree. Similarly, you can find the value of cos 90 degree. Cos 90 degree is again base upon hypotenuse. So base is, you can first write the base, that is BC upon AC. So BC in that case is 0. So AC length is equal to AB, or you can write AC as it is because the denominator is non-zero. So the value is 0. The value is 0. So cos 90 is 0. And the value of tangent 90. Tangent 90 you can find that is AB upon BC. So here in this case the AB you can write as it is, and this BC as C approaches B, so BC is 0. So in that case the division of any non-zero number by 0 is not defined. So this value is not defined. Right. So these are the values of T ratios. Now you can find the value of their reciprocals. So reciprocal value, you just take the reciprocal of the values, that is cosecant of 90 degree. So you can directly write the value of cosecant 90 degree, that is reciprocal of 1 is again 1. Right. And the reciprocal of cos 90 degree, that is secant 90 degree. Secant 90 degree is a reciprocal of 0, that is 1 by 0, but the value is not defined. So value is not defined. Right. So the reciprocal of 0, that does not exist. Right. And similarly the cotangent of angle, cotangent of 90 degree you can write here. So cotangent, again take the reciprocal of this number, that is not defined, or you can write the symbol for the word not defined. So this value will become 1 by infinity. So you can write the symbol infinity for the values whose values that is not defined. So this not defined value you can write a symbol, that is infinity. So this value is 0. This value is 0 because BC length is 0. So these are the values of T ratios of standard angles. Let us write the values of T ratios of these 5 standard angles. But how to memorize the values of T ratios of these angles? So for that one, how to remember or how to make this table very easily? So let us see. So you can write here the angle, and here you can write the T ratios. Angle in the first row, so and T ratios in the first column. Right. So you can write the T ratios, that is sine cos, tangent, that is cotangent, secant and cosecant. So these are the 60 ratios. And the angles, you know the angles are, angles is 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 and last is 90 degrees. So these are the standard angles and whose T ratio values are. So how to remember the values of T ratio that we have find from the triangles that we have seen the values, but how to remember and how to make the table very easily. So for this you have to write the values of first 5 whole numbers like this one. So you get 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So take these 5 whole numbers and divide it with 4. Divide it with 4. So first write the first 5 whole numbers and then divide the numbers, all numbers with 4, and then after that take the square root of these numbers. Take the square root of these numbers and then simplify the values and write these values in the values for the sine of an angle. So this is 0 by 4, you know the square root of 0 is 0 and 4 is 2, so this is 0 by 4 is 0. So the value of sine is 0, right? First 5 whole numbers, divide all the whole numbers with 4 and then take the square root and just write the values 0. So in this case the square root of 1 by 4, that is 1 by 2. Square root of 2 by 4, that is 1 by root 2, right? Because this square root of 2 is as it is, square root of 4 is 2. Again you can write this 2, that is equal to root 2 into root 2. So root 2 cancels out with root 2, the value is 1 by root 2. And the root of 3 by 4, so root 3 as it is and root 4 is 2. And 4 by 4 1, square root of 1 is 1. So these are the values of sine. So in this way you can write the values of T ratios, right? So now for the values of the T ratios of cosine of an angle, just write the values of sine in reverse order. That is from sine 90 degree, that is 1, that will become the value of cos 0 degree. Just reverse the values. So sine 60 degree, that is root 3 by 2, so it will become the value of cos 30 degree. Sine 45 and cos 45 both have same values, so this is root 1 by root 2, and the value of sine 30 will become the value of cos 60 degree, and value of sine 0 will become the value of cos 90. So you can just remember the values of sine for solving many problems of trigonometry. So if you know the values of the T ratios for sine of these angles, you can easily find the value of the cosine of these angles, right? So here the value of sine 0 is 0, sine 30 half, sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 root 3 by 2 and sine 91. If you know these values, you can find the value of cos very easily without making table. Because see, if I ask what is the value of cos 60 degree, cos 60 degree, so you see the cos 60 degree, this angle 60 degree and its complementary angle. What are complementary angles? Sum of two angles 90 degree. So what is the angle of 60 degree? That is 90 degree. So you see the value of sine 30 degree for this cos 60 degree, because these 60 and 30 are complementary angles. So if you want to know the value of, that is cos 30 degree, so what is the complementary angle of 30 degree? That is 60 degree. So look at the value of sine 60 degree for cos 30 degrees. So you can find the values of this t ratio very easily, right? Once you know the value of these 5 values for sine of an angle, so then there is no need to make table. You can do your calculations for solving the problems, right? So for tangent, you know tangent is the ratio of sine value to the cos value. अगर साइन वैल्यूज आपको पता है तो cos वैल्यू आप निकाल सकते हो by taking the complementary angles and see the values of sine. For cos 60 degree, that is the complementary angle 30 degree, just look at the value of sine 30 degree, that is 1 by 2. So these are, if you want to know the value of cos 45 degree, what is the complementary angle of 45 degree, that is 45 degree, just look at the value in the t ratio of sine 45 degree, that is the value of also cos 45 degree. So for tangent, just divide the values of sine to the cos. So 0 by 1, that is 0. 1 by root 2 divided by, 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2, so 2 cancel out 2, so it will become 1 by root 3. So the same number divide, that is 1, divide these two numbers, so 2 cancel out 2, the value is root 3. And 1 divided by 0, so divisibility by 0 is not defined, or you can write this symbol, that is infinity, for this not defined. Now the rest of the t ratios you can find by taking a reciprocal. So cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So what is the reciprocal of 0? That is 1 by 0, that is not defined. So you can write this symbol, that's infinity for that one, or right, and divide take the reciprocal of this tangent of 30 degree, that is root 3. So this is the value of cotangent 30 degree, reciprocal of 1, reciprocal of root 3, that is root 3, and the reciprocal of number infinity, that is 0, right? And the secant is the reciprocal of cos. So what is the reciprocal of cos? That is 1, 2 by root 3, that is root 2 by 1, and reciprocal 1 by 2 is 2, and the reciprocal of 0 is not defined. So you can write infinity for that. And cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So 1 by 0, again not defined, right? And reciprocal of this sine 30 degree, that is 2 by 1, again root 2 by 1, and this value become 1 by 2, 2 by root 3, and last is 1. So these are the values of t ratios. So once you know the value of only sine, there is no need to make the table. You just take the complement of angle. If you want to find the value of cos, just see the value of its complement in the sine t ratio, and then divide the t ratio of sine to the cos to get the tangent, and you know the reciprocal relations of these 3 t ratios, that is sine, cosine, and tangent. So this is the table for the values of t ratios. So this is, just remember the values of sine. If you don't remember the values of sine, if it is difficult for you to remember the values, then you can do, first take the 5 whole numbers and divide it with 4, and then take the square root. Just write the numbers after simplifying this: 0, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 2, and 3 by 2, and 1, and then rewrite. So then write the numbers in the reverse order, right? And then take the quotient of these two numbers to get the t ratio tangent, and then after that taking the reciprocals of sine, cosine, and tangent to get the remaining 3 t ratios. You can see the value of sine is always equal or less than 1, right? Same is the value of cosine. See the values of cosine, that is always equal to or less than 1. So these are values are less than 1. So and the tangent can take any non-negative values, right? And the value of secant and cosecant is always, see, here is 1, here is 2. So value of secant cosecant is always greater than 1, so the values, as angle increases, the value of sine increases, the value of t ratio sine, and the value of t ratio cosine, that decreases as the angle increases, right? So these are the values of t ratios for these 5 standard angles. So in the next video we will start the exercise involving the t ratios of these standard angles. Thank you, students.